Hi, welcome to Flap. In this episode we're in the Anamoor State Forest in the Cedar Campground. The Anamoor State Forest is about 40 or 50 kilometres west of Noosa. Take you about an hour and so to get here. It's a little bit windy and a few dirt roads in places, so just take your time. The dirt roads when we came through weren't bad, but there's the occasional just hidden little pothole there that can catch you unawares, so do keep your eyes open as you come through. Cedar Campground is one of two campgrounds that are in this area. It's the first of the campgrounds that you'll come to. The next one's about 4 kilometres further up, and it's located outside where the Gympie muster is held every year. It's a national park, so you do have to book first before you come here. There's no allocated sites, it's an open campground, but there's plenty of space to settle yourself down. It's a nice flat campground, it's well mowed. There's good facilities in the sense that there's flushing toilets, 2 blocks of them, no showers, no drinking water, so bring your own water. There is water on tap, so if you do use that, sterilise it properly beforehand. I think it comes out of either the water hole we're next to here or our rainwater tanks. Not quite sure because you can see that there's a pipe that pumps water out up over in the corner there, so probably safer to just bring your own drinking water. Do watch out for the fireplaces. I didn't see one yesterday and I've done some damage to the car, and apparently from one of the blokes that was talked to me afterwards, he's been here for a week or two by the sounds of it, and I'm about the third person to hit one of those things around the area, so keep your eyes open for that. While here, there's a couple of walks you can do. They sort of start off a bit around the campground. While here, there's a couple of walks you can do. They sort of start off a bit around the campground, but they all are basically the one walk. So you've got fundamentally the rainforest walk, which is a short walk, about 1 kilometre long. It sort of goes through into the bush here, follows the little creek around, down through a couple of water holes and pops your way back up again. As you walk through that will branch off, and that will go on to the circuit loop. The circuit loop supposedly is 5k, but as we take you for the walk, you'll see that it's just not a simple 5k. As you get there, there is a sign that warns you that fitness is required, and trust me, fitness is required. There are some extremely steep sections on that walk. Looking honestly, at the end of this walk, I have to say it's a big steep climb with a fairly average view through a few trees at the top. It's a big steep climb down and parts back again. There's only 1 or 2 sections which are nice open wooded land sections, which I quite like. The rest of it, I got to say, is a pretty average walk. If you wanted to do anything around here, I would just do the little rainforest walk and walk down to this little part where we're standing now, which is just on the outside of the campground, and just do that. Unless you really want to go for a hell of a walk, I wouldn't bother about doing the circuit walk, in all honesty. In terms of bird life, once again, very little bird life we've seen around here, and certainly on the main circuit walk we didn't see very much once you get away from where the creek beds are. A lot of eastern whitbirds. A lot of little scrub wrens, those are little birds that you expect to find in that type of area. As we walked up through up higher and higher, we saw less and less birds. We did get a few fortuitous sightings, a couple of golden whistlers, a group of New Holland honeyeaters, but other than that, there really wasn't much else to see. Once again, we didn't really see anything again until we got down to the bottom of the hill and started following the creek bed down again. There's also 2 other walks that go from the other campground, and also as you come up into this area from Amamoor, there's also the day use area. Is that this is a very, very popular place for motorbike riders. There's a big state forest that sits around this area, and they go hurtling up and down through all the paths here. We tried going for a drive yesterday, and the number of them that we encountered coming at high speed down these dirt tracks was quite mind-boggling at the end of the day. So if you do drive off the main road and go down the state forest tracks, be very, very careful. And the other problem is they're coming through all the time, so seeing any wildlife down through there was nigh near impossible. Anamoor State Forest, Cedar Campground. Look, in all honesty, from my point of view, if you're coming by, maybe drop off, but it's nothing like come here for special. As you can probably hear by the motorbikes behind us right now, very noisy. Campground itself is not bad, it's flat, all right facilities, not much in terms of birding. Honestly, I'll give it a 2 at the best. And so until next time, this is Flap, happy birding.